Placemaking in general is a process in which you get a group of people together to make a place more engaging, more interesting than it might already be.
Placemaking is a collaborative process. It involves design. So we're talking about designs of open space and we're talking about streets. But it's also the activities that you do in a space, which is probably the most important. Does the place foster a certain community gathering?
Placemaking is really an activity. It's a verb. It's about the moments of people interaction within a space, a built around an environment like this.
It is the buildings, the beautiful architecture, the great streets, and the public spaces that bring a place together. But then it's the people, the businesses, and the culture of a place that bring it alive.
A place that people feel that they are connected to, that they can spend time at, and they can stroll the streets. It's multi-generational. They can spend time with their families here. It's really bringing people together and fostering a sense of ownership in the community.
Placemaking is sort of a holistic approach of thinking about those two sides of the coin, the people and the buildings.
To get this started, we have what was called a workshop. We know that people are staying home, working from home, and when they go to the office, they're looking for something a little special. They're looking for open spaces. They're looking for things to be involved in. They're looking for retail there. It's not just the normal office building. So we have that kind of change that's coming. So you have this melting pot of people that are coming up with their ideas, putting it all together. That's called placemaking.
It's the open space that is incredibly important, because open space really is something that brings people together. You know, we have a loneliness epidemic in this country, and having the ability to create places where folks can just come and people watch or be a part of something greater is really important.
For Fairfax County to be competitive in that environment, then we have got to have within the county really highly desirable destination places of parks, open space, public realm that are memorable and distinct to people. If you imagine, having someone come in and visit the region, and if you made a list of the top 5 places you would want them to visit, I would certainly love to bring someone in here to the Borough Park or to another, mixed-use environment in the region.
The place is about the people. It's this collaborative effort with the community. So the people have to love the place. So how do you create that sort of love to the place? The best places are created by the people, and the design follows. Creating a place is not difficult if we have the right design and the right people in a collaborative process.
Placemaking shouldn't be seen as stripping away the great things that are there in a place and creating a new place. I mean, you could infer that from just the term itself, placemaking. Some people prefer the term placekeeping because it's about saying, what are the assets and things that are already here and how do we build on that?
We used to do a lot more assessment of vehicles and how the vehicles can be moving safely and efficiently. Well, we also need to make sure the pedestrians can move safely and efficiently. The cyclists can do that. The people that are using transit can do that. Everybody that wants to move has to be able to move efficiently and safely. And so I think the hope comes from the fact that we have a lot more emphasis on those other modes at this point when we're analyzing developments, when we're looking at a place and saying, what's missing here?
So I really think the key in my mind as a designer and actually experiencing these places is the quality over quantity, and ensuring that all of them are connected through wayfinding pathways, and then you can experience it as a distinct environment, and then the flexibility that we need is built into that already.
One thing that we try to do is think about how do we take these places that were historically really traditionally just commercial and infuse them with some housing that start to build a daytime and a nighttime activity, bring opportunities for people to walk to businesses and things without always having to get in their car. And if people are looking for that environment, we can have that in Fairfax.
It's been a partnership, which I think is the most important. And I think going into something like this with that mindset, where everybody shares a common approach and a goal, is vitally important. And to have that advocacy at the highest levels of government is really, really important. And I think it shows here in the success of Mosaic.
We want a county that has places for all and that is sympathetic to to creating places like that. It's placemaking in part that will accomplish that thing. It's the economic side, it's the environmental side, and it's the people side, the equitability and diversity that we have here. You don't have a place like that, and more places like that, we probably don't have a successful county. And I recognize that placemaking is only a part of that, but it's certainly an important part of that. So it does matter.